Again.
Beautiful. That old crawworm's a deal, isn't it?
Yeah, man, these are some pretty fish here.
Oh, they're beautiful. They're beautiful. Okay, son.
All right.
Let's let them go over here, I guess. Huh. Okay. You'll be all right. The reel I'm using is called the Inshore Extreme, and it's not a very expensive reel, but it's real heavy duty. I use it for my red fishing, and it's really heavy duty. It has a great drag, just a super drag. So I'm ready to go, and I'm just going to flip that jig in all these little holes. There's a lot of holes here, and why I just decided to do the jig here is that it's more open holes than I had before. And we can actually drop that jig down, and it's not so much the matted stuff. I'm looking, I can actually throw the jig back into the little holes. And I like a lighter jig when I can get by with a 1/2 ounce or even a 3/4 ounce jig. Dropping it into these holes, particularly late in the afternoon like this, can be a real plus.
This segment of Fishing with Roland Martin is brought to you by Evolution Jigs, staying one step ahead of the fish. Bass Pro Shops is a proud sponsor of Fishing with Roland Martin.
The fish, as we've seen, there's schools of fish out on in the main hydrilla flats and all the main eel. In fact, on the tournaments that they have here, it takes 25 to 30 pounds for 5 fish. What you got? What you got? Huh?
Oh, that's a nice one.
Oh, you got a good one. You got a good one. Son. Oh, look at that one. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's a good fish. Look at that guy.
Fight. That's a good fight. Come here, baby.
All right. Hey, way to go, Jake. Hey, that's a nice one.
Thanks.
Oh, son, a nice about 5 pounder.
Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing. Right on the edge of that cover.
Yeah, he was. He was a good one. Well, I'll tell you what.
Man, I'm shaking. This is exciting.
We've caught some good fish today.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, folks, this flipping's paid off. Now, you stayed with the crawworm. I've stayed with the jig and the crawworm, but that's a good fish.
Yeah.
You know, the beautiful thing about our fishing, we're practicing catch and release, and it's nice to be able to know that these same fish can be back here for maybe the tournament that you might have here next week.
Yeah.
But that's a good one. That's another
fish.
5 pound fish. That's great. Jake, what do you think of this boat?
I love this boat.
Well, this is the big Z9. It's the biggest nitro they make, but well, I like it. It's plenty wide, and it's a real stable platform. And the other thing when I'm flipping like this, I want to just take advantage, and I like to work into the wind with a real slow, quiet trolling motor. So I want to, and a lot of times I'll drift. I'll come up to a point like this with a big, stable, steady boat. I don't shake around a lot, and I just drop it in these little holes in the edges of the grass like I'm doing. And a real good, quiet approach. You know, Minn Kota, they talk about quiet power, and it catches fish. I'm telling you, this is a big deal. Having a boat that's stable and quiet, and just not making a lot of noise when we, you know, we're both real quiet. We're walking around real silent. We're not shaking anything much, and we're trying, because these fish are often 10 or 15 feet away. So what you have to do is just be quiet and stealthy and work on them, because that initial drop when it goes down that first time is so important. Try to get them off guard. There's a strike. I got one.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, gosh. Look at this guy. Oh, son. Oh, boy, look at him. Oh,
that's a beast.
That's a big fish. That's a big fish. Oh, come on, boy. Look at that guy. He's circling the boat. He's circling the boat. Woo, son.
That's a 6-7 pound fish.
Oh, that's a big fish. I'm just going to let him tire out a little bit. Hey, I pulled him out of the grass. Oh, man, what a trophy fish that is. Look at this guy here. Oh, son.
Nice fish, Roland.
Man,
that's a 6-7 pound fish right there.
That's what we're talking about, Jake.
That's a good fish.
Hey, look at that. Another great big trophy. We've caught some monsters.
Big fish
that
today.
last spring, look, 6 or 7 pounds on a jig. You've caught some big fish, over 5 pounds. Folks, if you want to catch some big monster bass in the middle of the wintertime, try your hand at flipping crawworms and jigs, and be sure to come to Lake Panasoffkee, because that's a fine place. At Tracy's Point, the people are really nice here. You can catch some quality fish. The lake's alive and well. So we'll see you again next week.
He's a great American fisherman. He'll fish anywhere. Anywhere there's water, Lord knows he'll be there. He's just like a gypsy, mighty hard to hold.
Bass Pro Shops presents Fishing with Roland Martin. Brought to you by Tracker Boats, fish the finest. Gary Yamamoto Custom Baits, designed by fishermen for fishermen. Timbuktu, Fisher's Choice, real bait ready when you are. And by Bass Pro Shops, your adventure starts here. Closed caption provided by Spro Lures.
Toledo Bend, Rayburn, and Conroe he won't forget. He loved Lake of the Ozark, he loved Table Rock. Bull shows on the White River, he ain't gonna never stop. He's a great American fisherman, he fish anywhere. Anywhere there's water, Lord knows he'll be there. He's just like a gypsy, mighty hard to hold. The great American fisherman got fishing in his soul. Set that hook.